Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Denise, and today I'm going to paint another abstract on my honey oil paper. This is a 9x9. I've just cut off the edges of one of these, and I keep those little strips for using as samples, or I cut them into little squares for my little minis, or I use them for scrap paper. I don't waste anything. It's kind of sitting over here to the side for when I want to do some of the other things. And this is the Scotch Blue painter's tape from the paint store. And I'm just eyeballing it. Just getting myself a nice square in the center because I like the great big fat white border. And continuing on with my theme from this year of using what you got. Going back to the Kuretake Tambi Art Nouveau set. Let's see, do we got the whole thing in there now? I think we do. And I'm kind of thinking that I want to do something similar to this piece that's living over here in my minis that I did. And I really like the green and a little bit of blue in there and that bright color. So I'm just going to pick some. I'm going to pick this green. I'm going to pick that bright one over there that I tend to stay away from. And I'm going to just go ahead and spread some color around. A little bit different start than I normally would. I normally start over here, so this time I started over there. Do it a little different. And maybe I'll throw in a little bit of this blue. Okay, that wasn't exactly what I expected it to be, but look at that color. That was way more blue than I intended. Maybe I'll come back over it with some of that green. I don't know. Let's just see. I don't know. Let's throw some of this in here. Let's just... Oh no, I'm kind of scared. Okay, we did it. Holy moly, that's a color. I gotta say, that might not even be what I was even like expecting there. That was like, whoa. And I got that color there. Okay, I do really like that color. I should use that color more. Let's kind of make that a little smaller white spot. Okay, so I'm not quite where I was intending to go, I don't think. You know, I never am. When I do stuff like this, I just get all over the place and just... Maybe I'll take some pencil and just make a little bit and pull some of that color. It's not really even drawing pencil. It could be drawing pencil, but oh my gosh. I don't know, this is where I intended to go, but let's let that dry a bit. And then I'll be right back. Alright, we're dry. And look at that. Totally not even what I was expecting, but a little cooler even, I think. Like, wow. Like, who thought we were going there? Now I feel like I need some marks, and I'm kind of feeling like I'm going to pull out these Faber-Castell Black Edition ones because they're my super bold pencils, and I like them a lot. Like, a lot. Like, I've decided. I bought these because one of our lovely people... I'm just testing color here now. Let's see, do we like that one? One of the lovely people on the channel in the comments said, hey, I think you'd like these because you're all about bold graphite. And you know what? I agree. This was an excellent choice. Okay, so because these are like bold graphite pencils, but in color, like super bold, like bold. Like definitely a super favorite. Let's do some lines. Let's just come right through here and create some drama. Yes. So this is just the time to spread some color and then do some mark making on top. Doesn't have to be anything special, just something that speaks to you. Maybe some favorite marks of yours. I like lines, I like dashes, I like wonkiness. I don't want everything to be perfectly straight. So it's just about the play and the color and the texture. Okay, so yay for the Faber-Castell. That was $7.21. Kind of feeling like I need some, maybe some, I don't know, what do we need? I've got some green in the Kingart crayons, mixed media gel sticks. I kind of want some big dots because I like big dots. Ooh, how about this one? Oh, yes, let's do this one. Okay, so I'm kind of filling some big dots. And I'm kind of thinking I might circle those dots with something. What is that thing? Maybe we'll circle it with, totally with this. Okay, so this is 727 of the Faber-Castell Black, but maybe we'll do a line or a dot or a big dot or a big whatever, and then circle it with something else and make it kind of stand out fun. Okay, I like that. That was 727 in those black ones. Now I need something. It needs something. What does it need? We're looking all around here at our options. I've got maybe some Neocolor II crayons, possibly. Look at that color. Ooh. Ooh, look at that color. Ooh, I'm kind of thinking it's kind of in there with that, though. It's almost like I got there and then I got stuck. You know, I know you know what I mean. I know you feel me. Let's do some, maybe some lovely graphite lines. I feel like whatever it is I add to it needs to be in a green. Like some kind of green. I mean, I already got that green there. Ooh. What if we do some gold or silver? That's always a choice. We could do some dots. Ooh, what about this dot? Ooh, what about this? That's too dark. That's the one that no matter how many times I use it, every time I use it, I still think, that's too dark. Maybe some white. Maybe some white. All right, let's sneak in here with maybe some white lines. So these are those Pandafly gel sticks in the white. And I like these. They're ready to go when you're ready to go. They seem to always be a nice line. I hate it when you go over and over and over and then you kind of mess up the line. Now I'm kind of feeling like I need to mess up a few more, and then it looks like we mess them up on purpose. There we go. Now we're not a mistake. Now we've got them where it's like, oh, she does that a lot. It's not a mistake. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh yes, okay, I like that better. Oh, okay, yes, I feel like we got that with that. What am I needing? I need something. We need something. Does it need to be gold? Kind of feeling like gold is a, could be black. I mean, we could come in there with some black stuff. I'm feeling gold though. I feel like gold is a good catch-all for how to finish something off. My Kuretake Gold Mica ink in a fine line bottle, and if you hold it kind of parallel to the paper, you have way better control. I'm just going to get some lines in there just as a layer of texture, and then maybe some big goldness. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that. That did make it better for me. And people ask me if this tip clogs. I've been using the same one for a couple years, but that needle in that cap keeps those that tip from clogging. I feel like we could be there. What do you think? Are we there? Or do we need something like right here? I feel like we're there. Let's dry that gold before I smear it. I'll tell you what's throwing me a tiny bit. I feel like there needs to be more than just that. Like maybe if we put some of that over here and circle that with the orange, then I will feel complete. That's what I'm kind of thinking in my mind, was that blue is only in that one place. Like I feel like we needed to emphasize that again. So maybe coming off that edge might have been the wrong choice, but we did it anyway. Let's just see what we got. Let me heat this tape up, make sure I don't tear any of my paper. Just helps the tape release. If it was paper that I really know that I'm going to tear, because this paper's good to not tear, then I would actually heat it and pull the tape as I heated it. But this one, just wanted to double check it. Just double check it. And we got a speck of color out here that snuck through a piece of tape somehow. So I got a clean water over here. And what I'm going to do is take a tissue and clean water on this brush. And I'm just going to reactivate that. And then dab it with a tissue and see, can we get that watercolor to come back up? So it's a good way that you could correct a spot if you had something weird stay. And it kind of came up a little bit. It's not really wanting to move, but it's lighter. So there we go. All right, there we go. What do we think? Do we like it? Do we need a little extra something something? We could go back now that I've got it where I can actually see. And I could do like just a few white dots. Sometimes peeling the tape kind of lets you see, you know, how a piece feels, and then you could kind of go back and finish off with any extra little somethings that you need. I feel like that did it. Some people love dots and some people don't. If you don't love them, don't do them. I like them. Hope you enjoyed hanging out and painting with me today, and I'll see you guys next time.